Continuing lesson 3.7 on simplifying algebraic expressions. If you look at page 163, example 2, it's talking about simplifying algebraic expressions with fractions. So a new hiking trail includes 3 sections of an old trail. There's a flat section, a hilly section, and a winding section. The park ranger marked the sections of the trail in relation to the length of the flat stretch of the trail, which is n meters. What is the simplified expression that describes the length of the new trail? So if you look, everything's in relation to this section on the side here, which is n. So if that's n, this is 2/3 of that length, so 2/3 n, and this other section is 2n plus 4. So the question is, they want us to find a simplified expression for the total length of the trail. So we're going to basically find the distance all the way through this trail, which is kind of like the perimeter, if you want to think of it that way. So we're just going to add those 3 distances together. To add the 3 distances together, we have 3 terms that have an n that can be combined together. If you want to factor those coefficients, the numbers in front of the variables out, you can, or you can just go directly to the next part. Probably what I would do is look at these whole number parts first. So 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2/3 would be 3 and 2/3. So that's how they've got this, 3 and 2/3 n plus 4. If you'll notice at that point, we don't have any like terms to be combined, and we don't have any parentheses, so this is simplified. Example 3, this summer Vanna wants to charge 2.5 times as much for mowing and raking, but her expenses, $10 per weekend, will also increase 2.5 times. The expression below can be used to find how much Vanna will make this summer mowing and raking X lawns in a weekend. So you can see from the picture here, for mowing, she earns $20.50. For raking, she earns $5.50. So what's happening is she's going to charge 2.5 times that amount, but her expenses were $10 for the weekend. Those are going to get multiplied by 2.5 also. So what they did is they just said all 3 of these things are going to get multiplied by 2 and 5/10. So they just put them in parentheses. Another option would be you could just individually take 2.5 times each one of those, which is what we're going to end up doing anyway, because here, to simplify this, we're going to need to use the distributive property. One thing actually before we use the distributive property, inside the parentheses we can look for like terms. So we do have like terms here that we can combine, and that makes it to where we don't have to multiply as many things. Makes that part of it a little bit easier. So 20.50x plus 5.50x, if you add those together, that would be 26.00, which is the same as 26x. So that gets us to this point, and then from there we can go ahead and distribute. So 2.5 times 26x minus 2.5 times 10. So 2.5 times 26x, if you work that out, you should get 65, minus 2.5 times 10 would be 25. And at that point, there's no like terms and there's no parentheses, so this would be our simplified answer. So x is the number of lawns that she mows and rakes, so we could just substitute, for example, if she mowed 1 lawn and raked, that would be 65 minus 25, that would be $40 of profit that she would make. Her expenses, by the way, that would be things like gas for the mower and gas for her vehicle to get there, things like that. So this gives you a little bit of an idea of how to simplify algebraic expressions. There is another video that has workbook problems, so If you're looking for any workbook problems worked out, you can look for that one. Have a good day.